I want to show you how to do some titles and graphics. First thing I'm going to do is insert and word art. Countries, if I want to have another line, I have to hold down the shift key. Just drag this up to where I want, and then I don't want Arial, I'm using Limelight today, and I need it to match my color scheme that I already have. Think there, and change to that. Not sure if that's right, it might be this one. And I might make this a little bit larger. If I move this up, now these I have grouped together, so I can move the whole thing down. And if I hold the shift key down, then I can use my down arrow. So I'm using shift and arrow down to move this down further so I'll have room for my text. And I hold the shift key as I drag this to kind of keep the integrity of the title. I'm ready to start entering my information. I'll go ahead and choose a shape. Maybe this time I'll go dark on the shape, do the border the lighter color, make it a 4-point border, and then that means on the inside I need to have a light green color, and I just have to see what this is going to look like. Now I highlight this, I'm holding down Control, Shift, and the more than, greater than sign to get it larger. That looks good, and I'm going to go ahead and center this and just make this a little bit smaller. Okay, I think I can make this a little bit, oh, now I need to change this to Limelight, and I'm probably gonna bold it. As I'm ready, now I can go ahead and hold down Control and duplicate 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then just move them to the areas that I want them. Now I can change the names inside. Once I have my names, then I'm going to hold down the shift key and click on each one of these. Go up to arrange, and I want to align these. Let's align them by the center, and then I need to get them lined up with the numbers. So I'm holding the shift key and then I'm using my arrows to move the whole block up. I have them spaced pretty good, and I like the color of the border here, but it doesn't really pop out. So I'm going to have to add a little bit more to this. I'm going to go ahead and use the same shape that I was using, and I'm going to draw over this. Make it match the same size. Then I want to change the inside. I think this was my color. Maybe not exactly. That was the color, and I need to change the border to transparent. Now I'm going to move this over a little bit to the left and then maybe a little bit up. I can play with that. Now double click and go to order, send to the back, and let's see what that looks like. I feel like it needs to come up a little bit, so I'm holding the shift key and moving that up. And if I like that, and I might, since I'm doing that, I might get rid of the border here because I have that drop shadow back there. And then maybe I'll do that to every other one. Now, if I want to add an image, I'm going to type in, let's do the Iceland flag. And when I am in my settings, I'll go to Tools, Usage, labeled for reuse, so that I know I can use this without attribution. And Wikipedia is just fine. I'm going to copy. Once I have it over here, I'm going to resize to whatever size that I want. And then to make it consistent with what I have over here, maybe I will try to, again, add a drop shadow behind it. So this time the shape is a square. Match the square. Change the color. Transparent, move it up and over, and then right click, go to order, and let's send this to the back. I may or may not like that, that's just an option that I have. Maybe I want to play with the coloring to see if maybe a type of red would look better back there to make that pop out. So I can just click on that and scroll through different colors to see what actually looks the best for this flag and for the rest of my image. Then I'll have to see what I want to do for my other images. Now, if I want to group these together, I'm going to click the flag, hold the shift down, click behind it, and I hit arrange and group. So now these are together and I can move them around. I can again hold the shift key and resize if I like. And it might be that I'm just going to have this image over here and maybe I'll put some information over here. So it just depends on what other information I want to convey and what I want the look of my infographic to be.